You can swim in my tears. That's how much I cried in law school.
So I went into law school, doe-eyed, ready to work hard, but not really understanding what I was getting into.
I feel like I blocked a lot of it out. Like, law school is traumatizing.
Basically, you're with the same 80 people for all of your classes the entire first year of law school. You would end class and stand outside and just like talk to each other about law school.
In little groups, like you huddle in little groups about how much you hate law school and then shuffle over to the library together.
Yeah, together. Like, all right, I guess we'll study
like little flamingos.
So cold calling is basically you're in class and then the professor calls on people. So he might say, Tina, like, what was the court's rationale? And like, well, what did the dissenting opinion say? And not only that question, so you know if your professor called on you, you're gonna be cold called for the entire case. So you better know it inside and out. Make inferences about it, like have an informed, like critical opinion of the case. And he might like leave you for a little bit and then come back and be like, Tina, what happened in Paul's graph?
Right, and you think you're safe for that moment that he leaves. They're like, I got this, I slay queen. You walk away thinking you're Beyonce and then come back and get hit in the face again with questions that you can't answer. You have no idea what's going on.
So this class, he did a little differently. He would write a letter on the board. And so you would walk in, look at the board, and it's like, oh yes, the letter is S, my last name starts with a C. I'm safe for today. You knew right at the get-go if you weren't gonna be on call, so you kind of relaxed. But if your letter was on the board, you're just like scared. I had never missed a class. People don't miss class in law school also, by the way. Anyway, so I missed this class because I had a doctor's appointment. That was the day that my letter was on the board, and I had text messages from like 10 people in class asking me where I was. So I guess my professor called my name like 3 times and I wasn't there, and it was actually so humiliating. The professor, I don't think even remembers that probably. But like you every single day feel so ashamed, embarrassed, like scared, like nothing's gonna happen if you get cold called and don't know the answer.
It's definitely public shaming.
Yeah.
On my birthday, we took our first criminal law exam. I slept through my class the next day, through that morning, and I missed class. So 12 o'clock rolls around, I wake up, I don't really know how sober I am, but you can't miss class. So I throw on my girly pink running shorts. I run from the Mission District through it to the Tenderloin, which is like a 10-15 minute run. So I'm covered in sweat. I have Pedialyte as my breakfast, and I have my aviator sunglasses. And I stroll into class and I'm like, yes, I got this. I don't got this. So I'm in class. Everybody's already staring at me because I'm supposed to be on call, and it's civil procedure. I have no idea what's going on. The professor is sitting in front of our lecture. He turns to me and we make eye contact, and for a moment in my life, I'm like, this is it. This is when I go, Mom, I'm sorry, I love you, I shamed you. So I felt myself about to throw up, and we're locking eyes, and I can feel it like a chipmunk, just culminating in my mouth because I'm so nervous. By this time, I'm a marathon runner. I just ran to the Tenderloin, I just ran to school. So I run into the bathroom and he didn't even call on me. So I puke in the bathroom for no reason, and I'm too ashamed to go back into the class. So my ride or die law school homie, she luckily picks up my stuff and just kind of walks it out. And everyone just forgets that ever happened. It was traumatizing though. Ruined that bathroom. So I was sent to Texas for moot court, and it was the Houston competition.
A moot court is like mock trial, but it's a little different. It's less exciting and theatrical, I think.
We don't get to yell out, I object, and you can't handle the truth. One really old lawyer man comes up to us, and he was just talking to us. It was really early in the morning, and he looks at me and goes, I'm surprised they let women argue. Silence from our table. And we're from San Francisco area, so we're not used to the type of discrimination, or at least I'm not used to the type of discrimination that I would have to face in Texas. And without missing a beat, I just looked at him and was like, I look forward to surprising everybody. And it was something that I necessarily wasn't prepared for coming in to law school. Like, I didn't realize how much bias and prejudice I would get from current attorneys, especially being a woman of color, first generation law. But it was something in Texas that kind of hit me in the face, and that was my terrible experience. It like just threw me for the whole competition, so I did end up rolling my eyes and saying like, a lot. I got a little feisty, I got a little attitude over there.
Yeah, I would leave, I feel like.
We didn't get very far.
Yeah, that's for the best, probably.
Yeah. They're gonna kick, I'm banned from Texas.
Yeah, goodbye. I had an exam. It was my first year of law school, my first semester, so it was one of my first exams. I studied a lot. I felt fine. Just as I'm ready to get into the exam, I go to the library to like just review things very quickly before going into the classroom. And I look over to my left and there's a girl in my class, a smart girl, like someone who should be feeling better than me, is sobbing in a study room, like crying, sobbing. That just really tore up my life.
Confession session? It wasn't me, but I walked into my civil procedure class, which is funny because I'm an attorney now and I do nothing but civil procedure. But in law school, it's terrifying. I walk in, I sit down. My little sister was hyping me up all day. She was just like, you got this, you slay, walk in there like you own it. I do, and then I open the first page of my booklet, I look down and I just start bawling in the exam room, just crying. And I try to look cute because I figure if I'm gonna fail, I'm gonna look fly as I fail. And I did it. Mascara was running everywhere. My cat eye was not cute like it is. It was everywhere. Half of my eyebrow wasn't even done. I don't even know how that happened. It was the trauma of civil procedure. And so I had to work through tears. And my laptop, I was like, great, now there's water everywhere, it's gonna explode, then I'm gonna burn the school down accidentally. So that is my confession about how I cried.
So you did cry.
I cried.
It really does break you down, like really tests you.
I don't cry now anymore, except when I'm watching like This Is Us.
Yeah, you'll cry a lot. You won't recognize yourself.